folk, and welcome back to another edition of the Proper the Thought series right here on the old T.P.O.T YouTube page. I'm your host, X, of course, but you knew that already. That's why y'all black asses are here. Today, I'm coming to y'all, man, on a somber, humble note. I just found out that someone on YouTube that I really liked and respected has passed away. By now, everybody knows, brother Alan Roger Curry, the author, has died. It's crazy, man. The way these brothers are falling off, man. But brother A.R.C, I really liked brother A.R.C. It's been a while since him and I had a one-on-one. I mean, he was actually on my show a few years back, man, and we were chopping it up, back in the Google Hangout days. But we actually corresponded quite often, behind the scenes. And we never really talked about, YouTube or media stuff. We talked about other things, and I hadn't spoke to him in a while, but I did speak to him not too long ago. And, we were talking, about, kids and life and marriage and, all that kind of stuff, man. And what a lot of people don't know, man, about brother A.R.C, man, and he was really down to earth, man. He was a real brother, man. He was really down to earth about life and everything. I respected him. I respected what he did. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna read, this article that I found, about him, and I think it gives pretty much the best coverage and telltale about this situation. All right, here we go. So this article here is from SNBC13.com, and it says at the top, Alan Roger Curry, Texas book author, has died. Family mourns. Alan Roger Curry, death, book author, professional dating coach at Mode 1 Multimedia, Inc. is dead. Learn more about Alan Roger Curry obituary and funeral arrangement. And you see brother A.R.C, aka the Notorious A.R.C is what I used to call him, and he liked that I called him that too. Yeah, the Notorious A.R.C. We scroll down and it says Alan Roger Curry has sadly passed away. He died on November 28th, 2022. We learned about the death of Alan Roger Curry through various posts made on social media platforms on Friday, December 2nd. Alan Roger Curry's death news was announced on social media by his wife, Jamila Curry. The announcement reads, "It is with great sadness that I have to announce the passing of my beloved husband, Alan Roger Curry. Alan passed away on November 28th. Please keep our family in your prayers as we go through this very difficult time." And it continues. It says the family of Alan Roger Curry has not made any public statements on the circumstances surrounding their loved one's death or the cause of death for their loved one's passing, due to the fact that Alan Roger Curry's family has not yet released a statement regarding how he died. We are unable to discuss or otherwise comment on the circumstances surrounding the death of Alan Roger Curry. The passing of Alan Roger Curry has brought sorrow and devastation to the lives of his family, friends, and everyone who loved him. And then it asked the question, who was Alan Roger Curry? The city of Gary, Indiana was Curry's hometown. At Mode 1 Multimedia Inc., he is employed as a book author in addition to being a professional dating coach. Curry was the first African American dating coach in the world, and he is the author of 5 audiobooks. 2 of his audiobooks, Mode 1 and No Free Attention, were recently included in a list on BuzzFeed.com of the top 15 most influential audiobooks for single men. Curry was the first African American dating coach in the world. Caden, Curry's kid, is 2 years old, and he has been married to Jamila Curry for 2 years. In addition to being mentioned in national publications like newspapers and magazines, Curry has been the subject of interviews on national television and radio programs that are syndicated nationally. It is impossible to deny the influence that he has had both within and outside of the space. Alan Roger Curry's obituary and funeral arrangement will be released by the family. And they're right, man. I mean, Brother A.R.C, man, had an influence on a lot of people, man. I mean, he was that dude, man. And he was fiery, too. I mean, if you go on my archives, you will see Brother A.R.C, really going at it with some brothers, I mean, legendary chop downs. You hear me? And he would cuss your ass out, too, if you got his time wrong. Yeah, he would cuss your ass out if you got his time wrong. But me and Brother A.R.C, we always got along, man. Like I said, I had spoke to him a while back, man, and we was actually talking about, doing a stream together the last time we spoke. And when I was talking to him, man, I had no idea that it would be the last time me and the Notorious A.R.C would be speaking. I feel bad for his family. And I feel bad for the people who followed him, man, and, looked to him for advice. And what a lot of people don't know, and they didn't mention it in this article, I mean, Brother A.R.C has lived a colorful life. I mean, he used to be a stand-up comedian, an actor. He's got some cameo roles in movies. He was on soap operas. Brother A.R.C has been on everything from Oprah to Donahue to you name it. I mean, he has done a lot, and he has created a lot. He was a very accomplished brother. And what I respected about Brother A.R.C the most is that he was very straightforward and direct. All right. And even though a lot of the content that he did wasn't made for a brother like me, but I'll say again, I respected what he did, and I respected him. Because when we talked, man, we didn't even talk about, what he did, in his media and, his media footprint. We didn't really talk about that, man. We talked about other things. Man. And he's going to be missed, man. I'm going to miss checking in on him every now and then. Because I actually used to check in on him, stop by and see what he was talking about. So I'm going to miss checking in on the brother. I'm going to miss his wit. I'm going to miss, hearing that voice of his, chime in. I'm going to miss that, man. And all I can say, man, is condolences, man, to his family. And rest easy and in peace, my brother. The Notorious A.R.C, my brother.
A R C.